Hey guys, Kip from Famous by Friday Pickleball. Got a brand new paddle to review, the new Ace Spade Wild. Ace has had some cool paddles along the way, and this is their latest. It's a Gen 3 paddle. They had an Ace Spade before, but this is the Ace Spade Wild. This is their latest. This is 16 millimeter paddle, T700 raw carbon fiber face. All this we've kind of seen before. 16.5 inches long, 7.5 inches wide, 5.5 inch long grip, 4 3/8 inch circumference. It's kind of a larger circumference grip. It's 8 ounces, all very cool. But what sets this paddle just a little bit apart and makes me anxious to hit with it is the price. The price point on this paddle is $60 US. If this paddle is any good at all, I have no idea what it's going to be like. But if it's any good at all at a $60 price point, that is pretty sweet. Let me look at the core real fast. We'll look at it together and check it out. The new Gen 3 core from Ace, the Spade Wild. All right, let's check this out.
All right, guys, here is the core of the new Ace Spade, the Wild Edition. Pretty standard Gen 3, but it looks really nice. You've got the EVA foam, goes all the way around the perimeter. Very thick wall to this, very clean, very nice, professional look to this. This looks really nice. The EVA foam that goes around the perimeter, very standard. Also 8 millimeter poly core, 8 millimeter cells. This is also very clean cut around the edges. Looks really nice. Very professional work here on this. This goes all the way down through the grip, provides stability, strength, and also allows you to really feel what's going on out here at the sweet spot when you hit the ball. That's very, very nice. They also have a nice thick wall of, I'm guessing this is EPP foam, a little bit more substance to it. Very nice, thick, once again, clean wall that goes around this inner portion up here at the tip. The upper third of the paddle. Where you're going to hit the ball primarily is right out here. This allows this core to flex a little bit and throw the ball and give some power and performance. This is all very clean, very nice, just good standards here on the core. I've seen much, much worse. This is really, really nice. Looks good. Anxious to hit this. All right, guys, the new core of the Ace Spade Wild.
All right, guys, looks pretty good. Hope it's going to be good. Headed out to the courts right now. Hope you're going to be there. We'll hit the new Ace Spade Wild. All right, guys, I'll be back. All right, guys, this is the new Ace Spade. Let's go after this target. Oh, really nice. Really nice. This feels really solid. Oh, right there. I mean, it's right there. Nice, easy depth. Really controllable so far. Nice. Ace Spade. Right there. Oh my gosh, all three of those were gold. Let me do that again. It's right there. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me spin a couple. That's I've terrorized the cone a little bit. Let me spin a couple. I didn't jump on that too much. I just wanted to see what it did just without. Not a tremendous amount of spin, but let me do that again. Oh, wow. Oh, that had great late hop. I hope that showed up on the camera. That just hit and jumped. Very nice. Let me do that again. This has a lot of spin. Very nice. Very nice. This was my initial hit. I just got this out of the box. Very impressed so far. All right, guys, back. Just spent the last few weeks getting to know the new Ace Spade. This paddle does really well. It's a Gen 3 paddle, and it does pretty much what we expect out of a Gen 3 paddle. Let me go with all the performance characteristics, but I always start out with power. Power numbers, I'm right around 50 miles per hour. That's my average. The Ace Spade came in at 51. Very nice. And I didn't have to swing off your feet. Very nice. It comes in at 8 ounces, and I didn't bump it up. Just left it as is, right out of the box. 51 miles per hour. Very nice. And also very controllable. Accuracy, control, and consistency is there. In fact, if the Ace Spade, if it was gonna hang its hat on one area, it's gonna be accuracy and control. You can flat out go after your shots with this paddle. It is so easy just to knock down whatever shot you're going after. Feel confident and go after it, and you're gonna have a lot of fun. Accuracy, control, consistency there. Really, really, really nice. Spin, very good. We expect that from a Gen 3 paddle. The ball sets on there quite a while. Nice dwell time. Ball sets there, and it spins off the T700 raw carbon fiber face. Very nice. Spin, very good. And it also has a late bite. It hits and just jumps. And that's what we look for, is the late bite, of course. You can always adjust when you see the early spin coming. You can move your feet, get over there. But what you like is that disguised spin, if you will, where it hits and then jumps and takes off. And the Ace Spade does that very well. You can't adjust to that as quickly because you don't really see it coming, and this really does it well. Feedback and feel, very nice. You'd expect that 16 millimeter paddle. Nice, Gen 3. Just the feedback and feel is really nice. The sweet spot, also very nice. You'd expect that as well. You can hit this paddle pretty much anywhere around here, and the performance is good. You get up the tip and down here, performance goes away, but you shouldn't be hitting the ball up there anyway. Hit the ball right here. Gold. Good defense to offense. You expect that. Gen 3, 16 millimeter. Put that paddle down, put the shovel in the ground, dig some trash, knock that ball back in the non-volley zone, then get up to the net, and it really is pretty quick at the net. It does pretty well up there as well. You can block it back. Blocking is probably this paddle, after accuracy and control and consistency, blocking is really good because you expect that. Gen 3, 16 millimeter, really solid. Get up there and block the balls back. This paddle does really well. It's also very customizable if you like. If you want to throw some weight on here, you definitely could. It's only 8 ounces. You could adjust that a little bit. You see, not throwing an over grip on there, although I will say that the grip is a little larger if you're looking for a smaller grip. This is 4 3/8 inches circumference already. You throw an over grip on there, it gets a little bulky, but not bad. It's also really nice. Customizable is there. If I've got a couple of complaints about this paddle, and they're kind of minor complaints, but they are true. This paddle does feel a little bulky. It just is. You combine the larger diameter grip and 16 millimeter thickness, it just feels a little bulky and a little clunky. Is that bad? No, not really, because there's people that like that. Two-handers are going to love this. It just does feel that way up in the net a little bit. If you're going to really go after your shots, you're going to roll something, it just feels a little bulky, but not terrible. My other complaint is, and this is a me oddity, companies, name your paddles something new. So this is their second Ace Spade. I get it. If you've got something out there, it's recognizable. There's other companies that are far worse than this. They just keep naming their paddles the same things over and over again. I kind of like to see a new name. Give it its own little world. Give it its own little space out there in the universe. Give it its own name. I know that's weird. You go back to car companies, they've named something the Chevy Impala since, the 60s. I get it. It's brand recognition, but I would kind of like to see a new name. Not the end of the world. That's me. That's all me. I like this paddle. Everything I said about this paddle, all the performance characteristics, they all bounce back to the price point. $60 US. We have maybe not all of us, but I would go most of us have spent a lot more for a lot less. This Ace Spade for $60, Gen 3, all the performance, this is amazing. The price point is amazing. And that's also why I kind of wish it gave it its own name, to give it some space out there in the world. This paddle is pretty good. Who's this paddle going to fit? It's going to fit control freaks to a T. You are going to love this, because that is where it shines. Go after your shots and know you're going to get them there. No problem at all. You can stand back at the back and just rip this. It does have nice spin. It is a Gen 3 paddle. It's going to have that performance window where you can just stand back there and rip this thing with no problem at all. And that's super cool. Up at the net, if you want to swing and do a lot of, changing grips and all of that, it does feel a little bulky up there, but everywhere else you're going to be fine. If you want to serve and hit your spots, hey, this is your bad boy right here. This does so many things well. It's going to fit so many people's game, and at that price point, it's going to fit a lot of people's game. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with what they did with this. I didn't know what to expect. I said a couple of weeks ago during one of my comments videos, I said that I had a kind of surprise coming. This is my surprise. I was shocked at how good this was. When you see something priced sometimes a little bit lower, you always think, oh, what's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with this. This is, I'm telling you, $60. It's just, you could do like I said, a whole lot worse for a whole lot more. It's a good paddle. I'm anxious to hear if you guys have hit this, if you've even heard that it's come out, if you played with an Ace paddle in the past. This is pretty good. All right, guys, as always, hit like, hit subscribe, leave me a comment. I love the comments. Get out and play while we can. It actually warmed up this week here, so I've been out quite a bit, which is gold. I love being outside. So, all right, guys, get out and play the game we love.